Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Study English with Frank. And today we're going to carry on with our series on different ways to say things. Last time we left off with different ways to say thank you. And you probably already know the response that is courteous in English when someone says thank you. You want to say, "You're welcome." You're welcome. But what if you want to say that same phrase, share that same meaning in a different way? Well, in English, there's lots of different ways to say you're welcome. So let's take a look at a few of those today. The first one that we might think about is, "It's not a problem." It's not a problem. Or someone might say, "It's no problem at all." No problem at all. Someone says, "Thank you." No problem. Another common one is, "It was my pleasure." It was my pleasure. And that's, letting them know that you really enjoyed doing the little favor for them. Someone says, "Thank you." "Oh, it was my pleasure." It was my pleasure. It was my pleasure. Another one someone might say is, "Don't mention it." Don't mention it. In other words, what they're saying is, it didn't make me go out of my way hardly at all. It was easy to do. Don't worry about it. Don't even mention it. Another one that is quite common is someone says thank you, and you say, "Oh, anytime." Anytime. What you're really communicating is that you enjoyed helping them, and if they ever need your help again, just call or just stop by, and I'll be happy to help again. Anytime. Anytime. Another one that I like is, "Happy to help." Happy to help. In other words, I was happy to do this for you. I enjoyed doing it. Happy to help. Anytime. Another one is, "Sure thing." Someone says thank you. You say, "Yeah, sure thing." Instead of saying, "You're welcome," you might want to emphasize how welcome you are by saying, "You're very welcome." You're very welcome. Or you're quite welcome. You are most welcome. You are most welcome. Or even stronger, you might say, "You are absolutely welcome." Absolutely welcome. It was no bother. It was no bother. Think nothing of it. Think nothing of it. Not at all. Not at all. Another common one is, "It was nothing." It was nothing. And I think that's a lot like the Spanish answer. When you say gracias in Spanish, people will often reply, "De nada, de nada." It was nothing. It was nothing. And sometimes people, even in English-speaking countries, will default to some other language to say some of these common courtesies. And so you might hear somebody say, "Merci." "Merci beaucoup," to say thank you. And or "gracias," they'll say, just to be a little bit different in their answer. And so if you hear one of your friends using gracias, you might reply with the Spanish common answer, "De nada, de nada." Happy I could help. So happy I could help. The pleasure was all mine. The pleasure was all mine. It was fun. It was easy. I enjoyed doing it. De nada. It was nothing. I am at your service. Someone might say, I am at your service. Anytime. Happy to help. So many different ways to say you're welcome. You're welcome. Well, that's it for our lesson today. I hope that you picked up some new ways to say you're welcome. And if you enjoy this lesson, I invite you to give it a like so that others will be able to discover the video as well. And speaking of that, if you know of somebody who's also learning English, maybe you could share this video with them and they could also learn how to say some of these things in different ways. And if you would prefer learning some of these lessons without the distracting advertising that YouTube puts up, be sure to check us out at studyenglishwithus.ca. We'll see you next time here at Study English with Frank. So long for now.